Every year, approximately 3,000 women are released from prison in the state of Missouri. Many of these women leave prison with the clothes on their back and a bus ticket. They have no food, no job, and no place to live. Few landlords or employers are willing to rent an apartment or offer a job to a woman with a criminal record. Many of these women have lost the support of their family and friends, and most of them have addictions that went untreated while they were incarcerated.
I started using drugs at a very young age and alcohol, which led me to criminal behavior.
I got in trouble for drug possession. I was on my way to Detroit.
For 20 years, I've been drugging.
I grew up in an alcoholic family, a lot of drugs, a lot of dysfunction.
I ended up living with this guy, and he used to beat me, and eventually he stabbed me.
And then after a while, it became an excuse for me to continue to do what I was doing because I had convinced myself that this is all that I know, and this is all that I'm ever going to know.
Struggling with addiction, unemployment, and homelessness, approximately 30% of these women will return to prison within the first year. Within 5 years, more than half will be reincarcerated. It would be easy to condemn these women for the mistakes they have made. However, hearing some of their stories may give you an entirely different perspective.
I saw my share of inside jails. I was tired of living the way I was living, and
I got stopped at the Greyhound bus station and they locked me up in the workhouse.
I lied and I cheated and I stole, and they just got tired of me. Today I want to do better. Tomorrow I'm back doing the same thing,
Started using drugs, I guess you could say, at the age of 12, and it just escalated from there.
I was just so frustrated with myself, and I was like pretty much didn't love myself.
The Center for Women in Transition provides women who have been incarcerated with the support and resources to make positive changes in their lives. The organization helps these women achieve stable housing and employment, reunification with family, and freedom from addiction. At the time of release, these women are laden with fears, anxieties, and temptations, but the Center for Women in Transition helps to alleviate these burdens.
Okay, the biggest thing is, especially the ones that we're using, is they get out and they want to go see their homies, and the homies are still using, they're still drinking.
When I first was released, I felt so irritable and stuff, and I felt that I was going to end up going back to prison because I didn't know my way around. And then I realized, well, I did want to get clean. I want to get my life together. I want to take care of my kids in a clean, in a sober relationship, a family, and stability. And at first, I wasn't thinking like that. In order for me to succeed in life, that I have to stay sober, because by me being not clean, I won't get nowhere in life, because I want to just procrastinate and I won't do what I'm supposed to do and stuff. And then my son, he's getting older, and he's going to be a senior, and he plays basketball. And I'm like, if I'm getting high, he's going to figure that, well, mom's getting high, so why can't I get high? It's like a loving program, and it's like a stepping stone and help us get on our feet. And it teaches us a lot of things that we didn't know, to go out to the outside world to help us, for us to get on our feet. And basically it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot to appreciate and to be grateful.
Sometimes you have, like, I grew sick and tired of living the way I did, being the way I was. And, change only comes when you're tired, And I think that's when I cried out from my heart, And I think that's when he started answering my prayers. It's funny because when I came through these doors, like I said, I didn't know about programs like this. I think that had it not been for CWIT, the Barbara Bakers and the Gail Thackeray's, that I really don't think I'd be here today, They say when you drugging that there's only 3 ways out, and that's jails, institutions, and death, you know. And I think I would really be doing some serious time, or I think I'd be, you know, dead, you know, today, had not been from CWIC. We need people, hurtful people. A lot of people get out and don't have a support system. I'm just blessed to have the support system that I have, you know.
For me, it gave me the security that I needed, you know. Coming out of jail with nowhere to live and nobody to back you, nobody to support you in what it is you're trying to do is almost next to impossible to succeed. Well, I first got involved with Center for Women in Transition about 3 years ago. I knew that something had to change this time. And so they did come and they did help me this last time. And you know, I had a made up mind that I was not going back to jail anymore and that I wanted a different life for myself. You know, these women loved me until I could learn to love myself. You know, they encouraged me, they supported me, and they were there for me when I needed them the most. The support that I got from the women in the program, and like I said, you know, they loved me until I could learn to love myself. That was one of my biggest issues, was my self-esteem. Another one is, you know, being secure and coming out, like not having anywhere to go, not knowing how you're going to get your food, how you're going to manage, even go look for a job because you don't have bus fare. You know, Center for Women in Transition took care of all that. You know, I didn't have to worry about where I was going to sleep, what I was going to eat, how I was going to get to work. They took care of all that for me.
One key to the program's success is a one-on-one mentoring program in which clients are matched with female volunteer mentors who offer guidance and friendship during a one-year partnership.
My name is Gail Files. I was born in Springfield, Illinois, raised in Sikeston, Missouri.
My name is Nicole Hunt, and I was born and raised in Little Rock, Arkansas.
I was incarcerated for a year, and I was just mortified. I didn't know what I was going into. I just know that they were throwing me in a halfway house or a building with a bunch of women that I didn't know about.
And she called and she said, I think I found something that would work well with you. And I was like, oh, okay. I want her to feel comfortable enough to open up to me and tell me her story. And thank goodness, Gail did feel comfortable with me. And, you know, our first meeting together, we went to Mass, we had breakfast together, and we walked around down on the Arch grounds. And she just, you know, I got a little bit more information about her. And, you know, before I entered this program, I didn't really know much about women you know, who have been in prison.
I have an awesome mentor because of the program in general, you know, that I don't know what I would do without.
To see, like, how much far Gail has come just in the few months that we've been in this relationship, it's amazing. I tell her all the time, Gail, do you know how good of a job you're doing? And just the look on her face, now I'm going to get upset, but the look on her face, and just you can hear it in her voice that, you know, she does realize how good of a job she's doing.
I don't know how they do the matching or whatever. It's kind of like at Match.com or something, but it's just been amazing. We've gotten really, really close. I just don't know how to describe it. It's just another woman in my life that helps empower me, that helps me, and she cares, and it's genuine. And
Gail is very smart, and she knows what faults she had in her life. And I think now with her sobriety and going through treatment, she's learning more about herself in a positive way, and she sees that she can do these things that she wants to do. And I mean, she's obviously on the right track.
I'm not going to miss any more Christmases with my kid. I'm not going to miss any more birthdays. I haven't had a birthday with my kid in 2 years. You know, I haven't had a Easter with my kid in 2 years. I haven't had any of that, and this is it. I'm going home for not Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, and I'm going to be there for his birthday.
Because of the support and services they receive, Center for Women in Transition clients exhibit a substantially lower rate of recidivism than state averages. This results in improved self-image for the women, stability for their families, and safer communities. Success, however, is more than a percentage. Success is in the personal triumphs of each and every one of our women.
In the short time it took for me to transition to where I'm at, I never would have believed them. I never would have believed them. It's beautiful. It's amazing, you know, for me to have a key to my own place versus being homeless a year ago.
But I have to say to myself that that I can do it and take a step at a time, take day by day, and just pray and ask him to give me the guidance and the patience to take care of the kids and do what I have to do and keep my sobriety. And now I'm like, what was I doing? Now I think about it, and then I guess it took all of this for me to open up my eyes and realize that that's not where I want to be. I want to go home with my kids. I want to cry. But I really like this place because it's really helping me. It's like I got everything I need here.
Change is possible. You just have to be willing to follow other people's suggestions, and do as they did, you know. I would have continued to do what I was doing, which would have either caused me to die, or, you know, I would be spending the rest of my life in prison.
I've been sober for 18 months.
The 20th of this month makes 16 months that I've been clean and sober, ever in life.
I have 5 months, 3 weeks, and 6 days.
18 months.
18 months.
18 months.
We go back to what we know. And without this program being there, you know, there's nothing for an addict like me. My way of thinking would be, well, you know, I need to do what I need to do to take care of myself, and however I have to do that, even if that means to continue to commit crimes, and that's the way I'm going to do it. With Center for Women in Transition in place, I don't have to go that route, you know. And for those who may be doubting that this program works, I am a success, and it is because of this program that I am a success. And you know, I'm going to get emotional, but I say go for it, because, you know, it has changed my life. And even if it just helps one woman out of 20, it is so worth it, you know, to see us reunited with our families, and to be a success story, and to be a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen.